Royalties of peace, stilling the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking onto perfect peace. How are we all doing today? It's July 5th of 2023. July 5th of 2023. Yes. In the United States of America, yesterday was the 4th of July. I hope everyone had a blast of celebrating and honoring the Independence Day of the United States of America. Wow, we all counting. We all counting. Did I get to sing along the national anthem? And showallegiance.com says technically the United States of America is 245 years old, nationally declared her independence from Great Britain on July 4th of 1776. Do we acknowledge where this beautiful anthem is coming from and what is signifying? A shadow of reality. It says it's independence from Great Britain, more of like a laboring mother bringing forth her beautiful son. Do we understand the labor pain to this process? At the end of it is always perfect peace, a peace treaty of joy and happiness. Are they never really apart, but together, but distinct of being? The son is independent, like the mother is independent. Of now matured, the son takes care of the mother, and the mother cares about the son. Both encouraging caring of each other. If we want to explain that to a child at this time of latter days, what our seniors of yesterday were trying to enable, what is the brighter side, the only side that was needed to be expressed? Like writing a letter, all the mistakes erase. What you want to present to the one reading the letter are all what you really want to say. You will not want to also explain the mistakes that you had in the letter. Would the letter be not really understood? We need to present a clean letter to the children today. What is the meaning of independence and how it was arrived to? How it was arrived at is amazing of how we could explain today. United States of America, 1776 to 2023, technically 247 years old. How long we've been trying to get this letter to be of a clean sheet, a clean plate. Should be able to explain it to the children today with perfection. Be us being the newest generation to this beautiful country. a citizen or a friend or a neighbor, we all are a family. When it comes to perfect peace, we are a family. Our identity is perfect peace. There is no enemy. One shot of knowledge could be the babies in our arms. We have to educate to wellness. Perfect. I got to pledge the allegiance and sang the anthem and watched the blasting of the fireworks, a better view of what is supposed to be after the mistakes corrected. Have I been trying for us to understand of this journey of peace tilling the storm back to peace that has no storm, looking onto perfect peace, has to do with reversing every complicated back to uncomplicated. Whatever wants to disrupt the mind like a shadow must be reversed to expect it. Feels more of like in an ocean about to drown, you are awakened by your breath ceasing to seek for more breath, gasping for air. For no one dies. Peace can never die. But when a storm shows up, more of like almost drowning, we reverse the storm to perfect peace. No one rejected, but encouraged to wellness. Because it is impossible to have one with a storm among those with peace. It only afflicts the one with a storm until they are able to recover. How do you bring a homeless one into the house? They must be cleaned. How do you bring a helpless one on the street to a party? They must be cleaned. You can't just bring them in because you're excited to have them in the party. What about all those who cleaned up themselves? You expect them to embrace this one with love. Is that love? Because what we just missed of understanding is the aftermath of they sitting back and figuring themselves out or picturing themselves among everyone having the fun time, they being like the clown of not being prepared. If you are one who cares about people joining into a party, be one with the water and new clothing in your car to be able to get them of expected to join the party. Do not do partial works because you're trying to fulfill your expected. Celebration, celebration. We had all the fun yesterday. Must we sit and reflect on what we are missing and what we need to work on to be of a better tomorrow? Yes, I hope this message really helps us unwind and relax and reflect on what is work and what is rest. What is work done? 247 years. What are we to tell these of us who were able to enable this independence? What have we to tell them of 247 years today? Anger is not the solution. Anger will only be a storm in the way. Anger is more of keeping you out of your peace of expected, which is impossible to be out of peace. Like exhausted is your gasping for air. You seek reversing to perfect peace. What do you have? Or what had you yesterday? For these who were able to enable this great time. What healing message have you for them of their work done today of perfected by the present days? When we sing the anthem, oh, say, can you see by By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, their bombs burst in the air, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say, does that sparkled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yes, you could be laughing out so loud, like, who is this? I am not origin from the United States of America. I am one who got naturalized into the United States of America, conceived from the land of Cameroon in Africa to the United States of America, citizen. We all come from various places, like the pilgrims. Did I get to even sing the song that was enabled for the pilgrims? Whither pilgrims are you going? Whither pilgrims are you going? Going each with star in hand. We are going on a journey, going at our King's command, over hills and plains and valleys. After singing all these great songs and pledging the allegiance of the United States of America, pestering the storm back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace, pilgrims, with the staff in hand, the holy word, we are not perfect, but we are looking for perfection. Being not perfect does not mean this is our identity to be imperfect. We look forward to the perfection that we're supposed to be, our true identity. Looking like shadow, we need to reverse to reality. Like a puzzle, we must solve. Like setting a test, yet victory must be ours. And no matter how long you feel like you haven't gotten to the answer, you keep working towards the answer. Yet, how will you reach the completion of the answer of expected the earliest possible? It's with a relaxed mind, not anxiety, not furiousness, not ridiculing self, not being frustrated, not adding more struggle on the work that needs to be completed. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? After going through the anthem, the first part of the anthem, what I could bring out of this beautiful piece was the reality of humanity, understanding that United States of America is a miniature of the world. Like it is said, Cameroon is a miniature of Africa. Well, so long, so well. Humanity is a miniature of all existence. Of all existence. Aliens to the sea, to the creatures of all existence unseen with simple eyes of the humans, to that of the spiritual side of physical being. What will this anthem be to us? Have I tried even working with Cameroon anthem to understand it through the eyes of perfect peace? And I plead that we all should try to look at every anthem from where we come from, through the eyes of perfect peace. When I first sang this anthem, I was a little bit worried of how the children today will embrace it. When I sang "And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in the air," I felt um, I felt guilty in the place of our ancestors, those who stood for us to enable this beautiful land. Sometimes trying to get what we need, we go the complicated way. Does not really mean we are proud of how we got it, but we can fix it. That's the beauty about life, is we can always fix it. We can fix it. And the earliest we fix it, the better. So everyone should be able to enjoy the great work at the end. Sometimes we rush before time. Sometimes we are even slower than expected. But what we need is the outcome. Because when we try to get to a place, we enable the outcome, the expected end goal. Before we get to enable the intervention, we enable the end goal so we can walk with the end goal to the end. Perfect peace has always been the end goal, the staff in hand. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light? The dawn comes after darkness. What is darkness to humanity? Darkness is like a stumbling ground, but yet it is peaceful. It is resting time. Will I say we are experiencing a resting time? You cannot sleep walking, you fall. When you are asleep, sleep in peace and not in a nightmare. Have a sweet dream. Walk consciously. Be vigilant so you regret not your night. The night is a restful time of work or restoring time to get back to work, a time to think, the processing time to get to work, your thinking time. What is your thinking time? It's like a battlefield, but it should be a healthy battlefield and not a bitter battlefield. That when it's a bitter battlefield, you are looking forward to advance to of a better battlefield, from a nightmare to a sweet dream, back to reality. We should be experiencing the sweet dream now, already done with the nightmare, if we ever had a nightmare. Are we trying to understand the need to reverse the complicated to uncomplicated? That when we wake up and realize we are still alive and not dead, we did not drown, we are still living. What do we see? We see our reality. The flag represents our reality. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming. The last gleam. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleam was the flag, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. The broad stripes are red. Red stands for life. Blood is life. You need blood, so you do not die. Blood is life. Blood is breathing. Blood is healthy. Healthy life. The broad stripes indicating the long life, eternity, and the bright stars, the fullness of light, is purity. Sound mind. Sound mind is life, eternal life. the proof that we cannot die, the shadow, the nightmare, the sweet dream. There is reality of a sweet dream. It is not just like horses in the sky, riding horses in the skies, like we say. They say if this, they always say if riches were horses, even dead people will ride it, right? Not even poor people, but dead people will ride it. When poor people are still alive, they still have hopes. I tell you that even dead people, those who don't even exist, will write it. That's how complicated we can even put it to understand that there is no death. Riches is life, and we all are life. Life is perfect peace. That even those that have gone ahead of us are in perfect peace, and we, of perfect peace of the mind, are even still advancing to the perfect that we must be. We all singing the anthem of even greater of those not even present with us anymore, and we still in the process. Like twilight to us is daylight to them. The stars through the perilous fight, through the storm, we still see us alive. Through the dismay and disbelief, loss of hope, there is hope. From your bitter dream to awakening to life, the bitter dream becomes like the twinkle of an eye, impossible to exist, like a blink. When your nightmare becomes like a blink, the perilous fight, the battlefield of the mind, when you reach the solution of the problem, the time you took to work the problem is like a blink. Full with joy, you have no time to even bother about the blink. Overwhelmed with joy, overflowing with joy, there's no space for the blink. All the rampant we washed were so gallantly streaming. The rampants. When I first of all read this, I thought of how the flag waves up, like fluctuate, like waves, like up and down, like waves of the flag by the wind. Did I think it was the rampant? But when I read from the website what it meant, according to the anthem, it says it means the embankment or to protect, to defend. That's from Merriam-Webster. And according to Yellowhammer News, it says the rampart is simply a defensive wall on which the flag stood. And streaming, gallantly streaming, could be the flag waving. like I like I was thinking of it waving inside out, like ripples, the ripples of the flag, gallantly streaming. The ramparts they washed on the wall on which the flag was. They washed the wall, the defensive wall on which the flag was, and the flag was gallantly streaming. Victory. The flag was not down, the flag did not fall. And the rocket, red glare, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. How do we explain this to a young child today of what was independence and what does this mean? When to us today, what we've been trying to express is the rocket we know goes far into the moon. The farthest flight we can take or travel we can enable of humans is of the rocket. It passes the earth onto another planet. If you want to send a message to everywhere in the world of every existence of our being, be of the physical or of the spiritual side of the physical mind. The rocket is a symbol of this expression, and it only explains peace. A rocket is a symbol of perfect peace. The only message that can go to everywhere is perfect peace. Our storms have limits. The red glare, did I say red represents life? The bomb bursting in the air, bomb only meaning the excitement, bursting in the air. The force of perfect peace exclaiming in the air. The rocket is perfect peace, the symbol of perfect peace. We've been trying to express concretely our abstract. Today, of fullness of knowledge, will you tell the child what they need to hear is what the letter was trying to say. After all, the writing and erasing. You erase and write and fix and correct and shape and prune. And what you present to the child is the beautiful tree. You need not attach all what has been corrected of complicated. You will present it with the uncomplicated. The rocket red glare. Bomb bursting in the air. The excitement, like the fireworks bursting in the air. The glory of fireworks today. The reverse of the complicated of yesterday. The uncomplicated of today reverses the complicated mindset of yesterday. If there was any misunderstanding, today we have greater understanding of better. Should we be able to sing unto the children without in any pause or confusion or fear? Let's sing with pride what we've been trying to enable. Of all our journeys of being pilgrims, today the true pilgrims is the completion of work of the pilgrims. From yesterday to today, the roots, the seed has enabled a beautiful tree, giving proof through the night of hard work that our flag is still there. The peace that was still in the storm, looking like it was going to get vanished, looking like it will not get anywhere, today has become the tree, like the mustard seed. Every bird perching in the tree knows not what the seed comes from in the ground unto what it is today of tree, what it to perch, what it to rest in. Oh, say that star-spangled banner yet wave, oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Free from battle, free from work. When rest is work and work is rest, it's happiness, it's jubilee and not tribulation. At rest, jubilation. At work, jubilation. Happiness at sleep, happiness at work. Day and night become one of perfect peace. Perfect peace is a day, needing no more night or day. It's eternity of light. The land of the free and the home of the brave. The seed did not give up, but able to make a tree of eternity, eternal life, tree of life, tree of life. My, did someone really get to understand all I've been trying to explain? Peace still in the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. Yes, if you're asking, what did you get from the Cameroon's anthem? When we have the Cameroon Independence Day celebration, we'll get to understand what I was able to enable or what is its tree today from the seed it came from. We all trees of evergreen of all nations put together. What a great tree that would be. What a great tree that would be of perfect peace. All perfect peace put together. There will be no space to even remember the storm of yesterday. Like a blink, impossible to even remember the joy that comes at staring with happiness of wow, there is no blink. There is no blink. The excitement that comes with staring in happiness. It's excitement with no blinking. No blinking. Yes, that's what it is like. Perfect peace. You do not want to cease to watch the peace that has come after a stormy night. You will never want to go back to the days of the darkness, the days of work with complication when you find perfect peace. I hope this beautiful expression of the American USA, United States of America's anthem is to us. We'll be able to walk through the rest of the anthem, understanding it through the eyes of perfect peace. Of even greater words and expressions, we'll be able to enable of even going through it all. Is what we will need to establish of today's generation, the young, to perfect peace, ascending. Happy birthday, United States of America. We are glad to be part of the United States of America today. With so much joy, we celebrate and honor this day. For those who do not understand, help them understand so they can have a great celebration without jeopardizing themselves. Keeping self out of the party is not the solution, but happiness. We are a humanity. After understanding the divisions, must we get to understand The perfect peace we are trying to enable, healing our bruises and difficulties back to ease, perfect peace. Yes, next Wednesday, we'll get to understand more of what I was able to go through. July, it's all about celebration, completing the celebrations of graduations and greater minds and children preparing for a new higher height should be expressing of greater minds of expected. Will we be talking about the basic senses, the basic human senses, SENSES, next Wednesday? Yes, today, my water day, July 5th of 2023. I hope this day has blessed us. I had a really great celebration yesterday. It is what honoring each other. We are always together in perfect peace. In perfect peace, no one is apart. Even the one upset is still part of perfect peace without knowing. They just need to acknowledge and restore whatever they have lost, which others have been enjoying, of perfect peace. No storm in the way. When the storm is only a weakness like a baby, nurturing to perfect, peace steals the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. Thank you for watching today, and stay tuned for next Wednesday.